Mr. Speaker, the government is refusing to answer a very simple question. Who are the 11 election candidates who in the 2019 election received hundreds of thousands of dollars funneled by Beijing through its Toronto consulate? Yesterday, the Prime Minister talked to President Xi about these 11 candidates, but the government and the Prime Minister has yet to tell this House who these 11 candidates are. What are they hiding?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And any kind of foreign interference is a threat to our democracy. We must stand together. It's a threat to every single member of this House, and I implore the members on the other side to stand together with all members of this House to fight foreign interference, which only goal is to sow chaos and destroy our democracy, and we will never tolerate it, Mr. Speaker.
Member for Wellington, Halton Hills.
Mr. Speaker, we have been asking for years for a plan from this government to combat Beijing's meddling in our democracy, but they have failed to act. And now we have a situation where candidates are receiving illicit funds from Beijing funneled through its Toronto consulate. Canadians deserve answers. Who are these candidates? Are they members of this House? Are they going to be candidates in the next federal election? Again, Mr. Speaker, who are these 11 election candidates?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Mr. Speaker, and again I will suggest that we need to step back and remember what is motivating foreign interference. Foreign interference is designed to sow chaos and to destroy every fabric of our democracy, Mr. Speaker. We are taking action.
I'm sure the Honourable Member for Wellington Halton Hills wants to hear the answer. Please. The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary, may start right from the top so we can hear the whole answer at once.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I'm disappointed that the honourable members don't want to hear the answer to that question. Foreign interference is something that is an attack on every single member of this House. It is an attack on our very fabric of our democracy. We must stand together. We must stand as one against any kind of foreign interference. Our national security agencies continue to monitor and react to threats from foreign bad actors. Mr. Speaker, Canadians expect us to work together on this and to stand united against foreign interference. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Provincial healthcare systems across the country are collapsing. Pediatric rooms are being overwhelmed, and wait times are more than 12 hours. In Hamilton, McMaster Children's Hospital is currently at 140% capacity, and there's a shortage of cribs and infusion pumps. A shortage of cribs. Children are suffering, parents are terrified, so will this government take immediate action now so that children get the emergency medical care they so desperately need?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Health.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and we share the deep concerns of my colleague and parents across this country. These wait times are inexcusable, the shortage of drugs is unacceptable, and we must do more, particularly for kids and children in our ridings. But right now, it's a really, really bad flu season. Right now, parents are going through this because cold and flu is just rearing its ugly head, and as we see an increase in these types of illnesses, we should all be protecting ourselves and those around us. So I encourage everybody to make sure they're up to date on vaccines and do everything they can. If you don't feel good, stay home. Thanks, Mr. Speaker.
Well, Mr. Speaker, yesterday the Auditor General laid the facts bare for all Canadians. Never, ever has a government spent so much to deliver so little.
That's right.
Canadians see the results. They see the tent cities growing all across this country. So can the Minister please explain to this House and to every single Canadian that cannot find a home right now why you would give $48 million in bonuses to federal housing gatekeepers while more and more Canadians get left out in the cold?
The Honourable Minister.
The Honourable Member took that same level of advocacy to his leader, who has been the biggest gatekeeper in this House against supports for Canadian first-time home buyers, against supports for rapid housing initiatives in communities facing homelessness, against supports for 64 different community entities to reduce and prevent homelessness.
The Honourable Minister, maybe from the top so I can hear the whole thing this time. It's at a distance over here. I'm having a hard time.
To live up to their record, and when someone actually states their true record in this side of the House, they have a problem listening to it. But those are the facts. Whether it is first-time home buyers saving up to $40,000 in a tax-free savings account, they voted against it. When it is providing more supports to communities facing homelessness through the pandemic by preventing 62,000 people from entering homelessness and providing permanent solutions to 32,000 Canadians experiencing homelessness, they voted against it. The Rapid Housing Initiative has delivered 10,250 deeply affordable homes. They voted against that.